3rd down and 6.
Bradshaw, deep drop. Swan has it. First down and more. Lyle Blackwood rides him down in Colt territory. They're on the Colt 35-yard line. Another 5 years. There it is to Franco. That's what he does best. As John Brody said, he doesn't just pound over people, but he's a great cutback artist, finding those small gaps. Brown has been inserted at right tackle. Franco Harris has the first down as he drives off his left tackle. Stan White and Ed Simononi, the two linebackers, stop him, but the Steelers, first down.
Administrative front office in football.
Play action pass. Swan is broken up very nicely there by Norm Thompson. Flag is down. Flag is down. We may have interference call, and Thompson's going to be unhappy. And we'll tell you about Bradshaw, play action pass after the fake. There's a deep pass. It is in the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. The Stallworth, John Stallworth. That's his 8th touchdown pass of the season.
Bradshaw threw that ball within 1 yard of being exactly perfect. Well, almost every team has one. You can go right down the roster. You can't be a contender without them. But look where this ball's thrown. Stallworth stays on the dead run. Nettles never got the point.
Or Thornton's in there for Blyer now. And that play didn't go. Fred Cook jammed it up, the defensive left end. I think one of the puzzling things about the Colts this year, we expect them to have troubles with Burt Jones out on offense, but what happened to the sack pack getting to the quarterback?
Well, it just affects the whole group.
On 2nd down and 10, Bradshaw unloads it to Swan. Swan has it. Swan wriggles away. He can go. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, and they get him from behind and save a touchdown. Doug Nettles saved the touchdown on Lynn Swan. 7 seconds. 2nd down and 11. Here's a fake by Bradshaw. He's got the time. Look at him knock him down for it. He flipped it wide open. Thornton has the ball. Darrell Luce there with him. Sidney Thornton, number 38.
Offensive line play. I've mentioned I like Pittsburgh's offensive line. They have never had a guy chosen for the Pro Bowl, and yet Bradshaw, I think, can sit and look at those 5 guys. They used to have Jim Clack, but they still got Coleman, Davis, and Webster, Penny. These guys are real fine players. They get not enough credit. They may be the reason Pittsburgh's as good as it is.
For the bowler. 1st and goal to go. Steelers on the Baltimore 3-yard line. In motion is Blyer. Blyer then peeled off Rocky. There goes Franco in. Franco Harris scores. And the Steelers have a 13-0 lead. They score in the first play of the 2nd period. And we'll be back with the Pittsburgh kickoff right after this message. 87-yard drive. Your ball on their 24 with a first down. That's the Joe Washington. That was an odd handoff. That was a half handoff. It took too long in getting started. And Jack Ham, you don't mess around with Jack on any kind of delays. Bill Bell and Jim Smith are the safety men. Here's the punt by David Lee. A low one. Taken by Theo Bell. Oh, is he hammered down? And he's hit there by number 71, Mike Ozdowski, a first-year player who may be an outside linebacker next year. This worked out all right for him. Quick flip to the sideline. It is a completion. Theo Bell's now in there. Bell skips out of bounds. He's about 2 yards short of a first down. Damaged side against Houston. Everybody was damaged last week in that game. That's Rocky Blyer snow plowing his way for a first down. I see a red John thumb. No flags dropped. Bradshaw right over the middle to Blyer. He has the first down. He's at the 30, 25, 20. Still going inside the 15. Blyer, Dwight Harrison, and Lloyd Mumford had to pin him down. It'll be first down Steelers deep in Baltimore territory. First down Pittsburgh on the Colts 14. Bradshaw looks to the far corner. It's picked off. Intercepted. Coming up with the ball. Norm Thompson still going. And he's belted out of bounds. And also a flag is dropped along the way. Thompson intercepted on the 3-yard line. We'll look more about it. On the first down, Troop is hit. Gets rid of the ball. And it's incomplete. Joe Green got to him. and White. Joe Green, 75. Tremendous spectacular out there.
Whoops.
Ball squirted away. The Steelers have the ball. L.C. Greenwood down around the goal line. They knocked it out of Bill Troop's grasp. Everybody diving forward on the slippery turf. And it appeared the Steelers had it.
Well, I think they did, only because they outnumbered the Colts about 8-1 down there in that pile.
They do. They've got it. 14-0 Steelers. 9 minutes to play in the first half. Here they go. And they score. Franco Harris, his second touchdown. 7 touchdowns rushing this season for him. Timeout with a score. The Pittsburgh Steelers 21, the Baltimore Colts nothing. Third down. 5 to go for the Steelers. Smith and Theo Bell, the wide receivers, as they spread out. Bradshaw looks over his field. And he is hit from behind. He fumbles the ball, but the whistle already blown dead. Mike Ozdowski, the first-year player from Virginia, has been the best defensive player on the field for the Colts this afternoon.
Well, he's forced the Steelers to punt.
Greg Colquitt punts it away. Joe Washington will catch it on his 42. 45. Trying to shake and go. 50. Still going. And dropped on the 41. Pittsburgh. Troop to throw it. Comes out of the pocket. Short went off. And he hits his fullback, Don Hardman. Hardman's down on the 35-yard line of Pittsburgh. Tackled by Ron Johnson, the rookie, and Gary Dunn. Mac Olson did a tight end, replacing McCall. There goes Joe Washington. Look at him change direction. He's away. Oh, they just nip him. Robin Cole just nipped him around the ankles to save a touchdown. But we're talking about that lateral change of direction. All great runners have it, and you just saw Washington with it.
I haven't seen anybody be able to make this kind of a move today on this sort of slick surface. He even outruns the cameraman. He's out ahead of our picture. We finally catch him. So does Robin Cole, but they're in great scoring position.
They don't want their team to be scored on. The 21-0 lead, all the time in the world for Troop, and he's passed a touchdown to Roger Carr, and the Colts are on the scoreboard. Baltimore scores with 1:54 to go in the first half.
And Troop had all day just to wait around, find somebody getting open. Good defensive coverage. However, he didn't get any surge to
our house Steelers. Troop gives the ball to Washington. Washington is pulled down behind the line of scrimmage on a quick charge by Jack Lambert, the middle linebacker. 7 Pittsburgh as we open the second half. Joe Washington. Jack Lambert bulldogged him down. And just short of the 40-yard line. 1. And they stop him. A fumble. A fumble. Pittsburgh may have it. Mel Blunt's on it, I think. Number 47, he did. Mel Blunt recovered. And it'll be... Well, they haven't really signaled Pittsburgh's ball yet. It's offside against Pittsburgh. Third period. Early. 21-7 Pittsburgh.
Here they come.
The rush is on. Right over the middle. He was there, Roger Carr, and he just missed him. Running a post pattern. He had a step on Mel Blunt. He might have gone all the way. A difficult catch for him. It's the 26-yard line of the Steelers. Franco Harris is hit from behind. He's nabbed there by Calvin O'Neill, number 51, from Michigan. First-year player. Flag on the play. There's O'Neill. Franco's hurting. It's his right arm, his right shoulder, or his right wrist as he comes off. And 10 to go for the Steelers on their 26-yard line. Bradshaw, out it goes. That one is incomplete. Flag is down. Theo Bell, I believe they're claiming, was tripped as he was cutting across. And Rick Moser, second down, 10 for Pittsburgh. Bradshaw may take off. He does. He's at the 40. And he skids down right alongside the first down marker. Sanders Shiver drove him down that field in the snow, even though they're ahead. 21-7. And they had a mess up on that handoff. The Colts are up with the ball and racing in there. May get a touchdown out of it. In for the score. Darrell Luce picked it up, number 58 from Baylor, and he scores on a recovered fumble.
All right. All of a sudden, I thought it was Simonini No, it was not. It was Stan White who got a hold of Bradshaw before he could hand the ball off, forced the fumble. Gerald Luce comes in, picks it up, runs it in for a touchdown, and this game now is back in the hat. And a day that looked easy isn't going to be too easy.
Suddenly very interesting.
You bet. The handoff was never clean. The play was made by Stan White, using his head, taking a shot at getting Terry. It worked.
Crowd suddenly quiet here at Pittsburgh. Linhart will try for the point. The Colts are right back in this game. And the kick is no good. He blew it. It's coming down to Anderson. Larry Anderson finds a slight crack. Runs it upfield. Hey, look at this. He's out and away. He's at the 50. He's to the 40. 30. Still going and out of bounds. Sander Shiver drove him out. Larry Anderson gives them a big return just when they needed it. That's Blyer again. Blyer over the 10. Or he's to the 10. It's all wiped out down there. Lloyd Mumford and Doug Nettles tackle Rocky Blyer. Blown setback. Bradshaw will throw for it. He's rushed. It's complete. Randy Grossman. Touchdown. Touchdown, Randy Grossman.
I am not sure that Terry Bradshaw knows it's snowing. And Grossman runs it in.
Second touchdown pass of the game for Bradshaw. The 25th of the season, high in the NFL. Staubach will be playing Sunday. Roger has 23. They beat Buffalo by only 4 points at Buffalo. First down from the 20. Theo Bell, wide receiver screen. Bell has a first down as he's run out of bounds. For late tuners in, Swan left the game with a head injury. The other wide receiver who caught a touchdown pass of 31 yards, Stallworth, left the game with an upset stomach.
Watch this throw to Theo Bell. Bradshaw, when he made the throw, it was look at this pivot. Now, to keep your feet, he doesn't have to throw off his feet because he's very strong upstairs. He puts most of the velocity with his arm. However, to spin around and get that sort of execution on a day like today, man, you're doing it, Terry.
First down. I wouldn't attempt it. Second down and 8. Bradshaw, play action pass. Maybe. Now he takes off. They nail him from behind. Number 71, Mike Ozdowski, the man that we've been telling you about, who has come on strong for him, and they're going to move him to a Ted Hendricks type outside linebacker next year. Mike Woods, their number 2 pick. That pass is broken, intercepted. Up with the ball is Mumford. And Mumford's back in the Pittsburgh Terrors. Brilliant interception there by Lloyd Mumford. Came out. Baltimore's ball. They faked to Joe Washington. And they have a wide receiver. That's the tight end, Reese McCall. And he has a first down. Baltimore threatening now. The Colts. Troop out of the eye. He's hit. He fumbled. Pittsburgh has it. Troop hit from the blind side and fumbled. Washington tried to go for it. On the ball is Steve Furness. Steve Furness recovered. Just staving off a Baltimore threat. Franco Harris. And he goes outside. He was about to be tackled by Dwight Harrison. Third down 4. Franco Harris. First down for Franco.
Kurt, that's really an outstanding, blocking job. They came into a blitz situation. They had someone in every gap.
Entire game has been played in a snowstorm, and it's cold. There's Rocky. Rocky skids with 2 men on him. Norm Thompson, Ed Simonini.
Part of the day, just because he's been able to throw the ball so effectively, nobody can do much else.
Franco Harris runs for the first down. Line of scrimmage was the Baltimore 35. They'll move the yardsticks down. Doug Nettles made the hit on him as we open the 4th quarter. Boston. Flyer brings him down. Maybe the most underrated city in America. Fred Cook on the tackle. They have a blitz on. They're not reaching him. He unloads it deep. There is Smith. Touchdown. Jim Smith of Michigan caught it.
That's what happens when you underestimate a man's ability to split a save. Not that much time to play. I don't think Houdini could get back 22 points at this time, and they just caused another fumble.
Washington fumbled the ball. White's on it. Mad Dog White, 78, recovers, and the Steelers are right back in scoring position, and these Steeler fans want blood and snow. Played very little this year. He had to fill in for Bradshaw. One year they got on that 10-game winning streak. Remember when they got off to a terrible start? That's Rick Moser. He was brought down by Mike Ozdowski and Ed Simonini. And they're yelling, go, go. 4th down, 3 yards. Mike Kruzek, third-year quarterback from Boston College. There's the handoff, and it's going to be close. Rick Moser carrying. Here's a long one over the head. It's intercepted. The out of bounds.
Tony Dungy,
who has, and down his troop, the quarterback. Dungy picks it off. Dungy has the interesting fact, one of the few players in the history of the NFL to ever throw a pass, a completion, and an interception all in the same period.
Trot, you know, and he's been remarkable. I think a quarterback has a little edge in kind of knowing what another quarterback will do and where he will throw it. This is his 5th interception of the year.
All right, we'll be back in the snow with a score. Pittsburgh 35 and Baltimore, third-year player. He's on the field now for the Colts. And he's trying to reach Joe Washington. It's intercepted. Up with the ball is the rookie, Ron Johnson. But he's down.
Kurt, that's got to be one of the really tough times to come into a football game. You can see Dowdy was down there alone, and there's a lot of bickering and hollering going on. I kind of wonder if when Kirkman was asked to go in, maybe he didn't say, Coach, you want me to win it or tie?
There it is to Jim Smith. Smith stopped after about a 3 or 4 yard pickup by Ed Simonini again. Delaplane went in motion. Rick Moser drives and has it. Rick Moser gains the 1st down. Ed Simonini again on the tackle. Man in the brown suit took over there, followed by Joe Hall. Delaplane, he runs it inside the 20 to the Colt 18 or 19 yard line where Doug Nettles and Calvin O'Neill get him. Down they go in the set position. Delaplane again. He played a game in the preseason, I remember that year, John, in that rain, and they called him Jack Hydroplane. Young and a lot of spots in their team. Jack Delaplane, is he hit there at the 15-yard line by Dave Rowe. This is not an old Pittsburgh team. This is a fairly young ball club. And we chip game of the American Conference on January 7th. At least we know where we'll be. Kruzek's out. Incomplete to Rick Moser. The 4th down and 12 for the Steelers. The standoff to Moser. He stops. The Colts will take over. They'll have the ball with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining. Fred Cook made the hit on Moser. Kirkland on a straight handoff. Joe Washington dancing through the ice. Dances it out with an 8 or 9 yard gain. 15th weekend for them with the best record of the National Football League. They were beaten by Houston and beaten by the Los Angeles Rams. There are only 2 losses. Both tough games.